What's up, guys? This is Justin with IGN. I'm here with Kent Hudson. He is showing us your upcoming game, The Novelist. You just announced it. Kent, thank you for coming in and sort of giving us an early look at what you're cooking up.
No problem.
So why don't you give us? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know anything about this game. So what's the scoop here?
Sure. So the game's called The Novelist, and it's basically a game about trying to balance your career with your family and trying to see if you can sort of achieve your dreams without pushing away the people you love.
Are you a novelist?
Actually, you, the player, are a ghost.
Oh, okay.
So this is why I'm being able to possess these lights and dart around and have these mystical powers. Mm-hmm. The Novelist is actually, let me go see if I can find him. I think he's upstairs now.
Is he dad? Is dad the novelist?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, how fortuitous. He's there working right now.
There he is.
Right here. Hey, I can hear the...
Yeah, we did.
I hear the audio now.
We're fixing things on the fly.
Sweet. So that's him right there.
Uh-huh.
He's working on his book. So the family has come here because things aren't going too well for them.
Mm-hmm.
His book's not going very well. His family's kind of stressed out.
Pumpkin.
You can hear the mom and the kid talking to each other.
So things never go wrong when a family moves to some remote creepy house to sort of solve their family issues.
It's never happened before in the world. People make a lot of jokes about The Shining with this game, and it's kind of like that, except for that the ghost is nice. Your job is actually, you can, so I'll go show you some of the stuff you do in this game. So you kind of creep around. It's a stealth game, so you're trying to stay out of sight.
Gotcha.
That's why you see me staying behind the characters. But you can read their thoughts as one. And so in this chapter, it's a chapter-based game.
Gotcha.
So each chapter presents a different difficult situation with the family.
Uh-huh.
And most of the gameplay, moment to moment, revolves around figuring out what's going on in the chapter. So you can read the character's thoughts. So you can say, sounds like things are going pretty well with her and Dan. It's a game about relationships. So what you're trying to do is make his book as good as possible while also not getting him divorced or making him the worst father in the world.
Do you know, at the start of each chapter, do you know what the problem is, or do you kind of have to figure that out as you go?
That's what you are figuring out.
Okay.
So you start to figure it out. You can read their thoughts. You can also, so let's see what he's thinking. Hey, Tommy. His name's Tommy, by the way.
Gotcha.
So he's thinking something about, it's a little opaque. You're like, Pirate, what is this? You're trying to figure out what he wants.
Right.
So you start looking around the house.
And so you're controlling, obviously now it's WASD, but then you're also skipping around between light fixtures?
Yeah, so you can jump around, and when you're a light fixture, you're safe. They can't see you.
Okay.
So it's kind of a way, it's almost like the gargoyles in a Batman game, where it's kind of like your safe way to explore. But once you step out like this, they can see you if they get line of sight. So
Gotcha.
You have to play it like a stealth game. But so let's see what Tommy's thinking about here. I saw one of his paintings. So he draws a lot.
Okay.
So he said something about something on TV, some kind of pirate thing, and then you see him on a beach with a shell, and you've got 1 of 4 clues found. So each chapter has a certain number of clues for each character, and so you explore the house, and so here's a letter that Linda wrote to one of her friends, and so you start to uncover the situation as you go through, and it's like a discovery phase. So you're trying to creep around the house.
Right. And this is a tough thing. I think people understand that we're trying to sort of blast through what this game's about, but in practice, you're sort of taking your time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm totally speed running it just to try to show as much as I can in 5 minutes. But
that all makes sense.
So you see the kid wants something. He keeps talking about some object, but you're not sure what it is. So let's see what she's thinking about. She's a painter.
Oh, she almost
saw me, yeah. Oh, and look, looks like she might have a letter right over there. So everything's randomly placed, so I don't know where this stuff is each time the game runs.
That's actually pretty clever.
Yeah. So I'm actually honestly discovering this stuff for real.
Yeah.
There's a letter to from the novelist who's named Dan Kaplan to his agent. Sounds like things are getting a little stressful in his book. So we're starting to develop a little bit of a picture.
There he is.
Whoop! Almost got spotted.
And you pointed out. So this looks polished and mostly finished, but you said some of the, there are still a few bugs, and some of the voice acting is temporary. Is this more or less close to what your vision for the final product is going to be?
Yeah. There's a lot of still things I want to add. I want to add more things to discover in the house. You can tell the house is kind of empty. I want to add more environmental storytelling.
Sure.
And just continue to polish it up. But so you can only discover so much when you're. So here she is working on a painting.
Right.
So let me sneak up behind her, because this is the other thing. Backstabbing in this game, or in most stealth games, is about killing people. And here you sneak up behind people and you can actually enter their memories.
Okay.
So now the house is empty except for that person. And you can see a ghost image of her in the past. And so this is how you can find more clues for the game.
Awesome.
So she's actually holding her diary right now. So now I can read her diary, and this is just her writing to herself, and it starts to fill in more of the blanks. So what you learn is she got an art show in town for her paintings, which is the first one she's ever gotten. And so she's excited, but she's having some trouble like doing some of the logistics and organizational stuff for it. So she's trying to figure out how to do the art show.
And you, as the friendly ghost, got to figure out how to help her out.
Exactly,
cool.
Exactly. So that was her situation. And you can, explore Tommy's memories too. I'll go check out what he wants. Because he, in his memories, he's not as much of a writer as he is a drawer. Right. So, hey, look, these are random too, so we're getting lucky there right there.
He's taking after Mom.
Yeah, he's taking after Mom. So he's drawing. This picture right here means things with him and his dad are kind of okay.
Yeah.
They're not good, they're not bad.
Sure.
He expresses himself through the stuff he draws. So the big thing about the game is that each chapter, each character wants something different.
Gotcha.
And you pick as a character which way the story goes, but everything has a cost. So if you make the wife happy, all of a sudden the guy's book might get worse because he had to take time away from writing to help her, and the kid gets sad because he didn't get to spend time with his dad. So as you play through these different chapters, you start to find out what they want. And then, so here's a good example. So that's her clue for the chapter. She left the promo materials for her art show, which her husband has experience with since he's a writer. She wants help to try to promote her art show.
Right. So, I mean, this all looks very cool. It's sort of a game that I've already seen enough. I already know that I'm sort of intrigued. I want to see more. When are people going to be able to get their hands on this? Are you talking about, we're playing on a Windows demo right now, but can you give me some of those details?
Yeah, sure. The game's going to ship on Mac and PC this summer. I don't know exactly when in the summer because I'm the only person working on it. So you can never quite predict. But I'm shooting for this summer. It's going to be Mac and PC at first.
You said this is the first time you've shown it off, right?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever shown the game running to the press. So
that's awesome. I mean, thank you for sort of coming in and showing us a demo of the Novelist, and you're going to be showing it off tonight at the Indie Press Day.
I am.
Hey, Mommy.
So yeah, is there somewhere? Where should people go if they want to know more about this besides IGN? Of course.
Yeah, besides IGN, the website is www.thenovelistgame.com. If you go there, you can follow the official account. You can sign up for the RSS feed for blog updates, and I've got a Twitter account for there as well. So
awesome.
Yeah, you can follow it there, and you can also pre-order it on the via the Indie Humble widget is right on the page. You also please vote on green light. You can also see a green light button on the page as well.
Cool. Well, thank you, Kent. Everyone at home, remember, we're always kind of trying to surface the coolest, most innovative, most awesome things that are going on in the world of video games. So make sure you're keeping it locked to IGN.com.